Good evening, Jeopardy fans, and we are live with this special broadcast of Hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel, presented by the JeopardyFan.com. This is the second annual TJF Andy Awards presentation. Once again, I am Andy Saunders, and we'll get right to it. So the first category we're going to be announcing tonight, the favorite celebrity contestant. I'll announce that while everyone tries to connect, if anyone is going to. I just also want to say that we had 61 votes cast this year. That includes the double counting of any of the Patreon supporters who got extra voting power. So there were, in fact, 55 ballots cast, and then six more counted double for a total of 61 ballots cast in each category. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read out the nominees, and then you'll see the graphic once the winner is announced for each category. So once again, the favorite celebrity contestant is the first one up. And if you have any questions or comments or whatever, I'm more likely to read them out on this one, because why not? You can use hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel on Twitter. You can use the YouTube chat. So without any further ado, as I mentioned, the favorite celebrity contestant, your nominees in this for opening category were Louis C.K., S.E. Cupp, Senator Al Franken, Jonathan Franzen, and Matthew Weiner. And this was the, actually, I believe this was the second closest of any of the 8 categories we had tonight. Was separated by a 3 votes. So congratulations to the favorite celebrity contestant of 2016. Let's see, let's get the thing going here. And the Andy goes to Louis C.K. So congratulations. Louis C.K. was favorite celebrity contestant of 2016. I will, for each category, once we're done, I will post the order, but not the final vote totals in each category. But I will, in fact, post the order of how everyone did. And once again, if you have any questions or comments, you can certainly leave them for the broadcast in the YouTube chat or the hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel on Twitter. Jason Sterlacki, he's very curious to know if he has won anything. Congratulations, Mr. CK, is his comment. So moving right along, our second category tonight, let me just get the, yes, it is the second category tonight is going to be favorite hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel panelist. Here we go. Okay, so your nominees in that category for favorite hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel panelist are as follows: Christopher Deneau, Jay Johnson, Jennifer Morrow, Amanda Walker, and Amy Young. And I mentioned already that the favorite celebrity contestant was the second closest vote. This one, as you can see in a few seconds, had the closest vote of any. So without any further ado, the Andy Award for favorite hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel panelist goes to, no BS, it's a tie. So congratulations to both Jay Johnson and Jennifer Morrow, who actually tied in the voting, and will split the Andy Award here for favorite hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel panelist. Congratulations to both of you. Besides, I mean, Oscar ties happen. Happened a couple of years ago, famously with Barbara Streisand for Funny Girl and Katharine Hepburn, I believe, back in the late 60s. So congratulations to the tied winners for hashtag Jeopardy Live Panel panelist. Also, Alex Epstein says, I voted for Louis C.K. Congratulations. I will say in that category, Al Franken was a very close second. So only 3 votes separated Al Franken and Louis C.K. And obviously, we had the tie in the favorite hashtag Jeopardy live panel panelist. So, moving along quickly, our next category is favorite non-winning contestant. I will say this was a pretty close vote as well. All 5 nominees got quite a number of votes in this category. Your nominees were Jay Johnson, Julia Kite, Monica Mann, Afam Onyema, and Vivek Srikrishnan. And and before I announce, Alex Epstein has asked again, am I going to post all the numbers of who is in second and third and so on? I will be posting the order, but I will not be posting the specific vote totals. But I will be posting the order, so I'll post who's second, third, fourth, and fifth. I just don't see fit to post the specific totals just because I don't want any of the because it's a good honor to be nominated, and I don't want anyone if there are things where somebody only got 2 or 3 votes, I'd rather not post the vote totals and make them feel bad. So while I will at least post the order, I'm not going to post the specific totals. So back once again, we're going to award the favorite non-winning contestant here. Let me just get the graphic up for that before I accidentally have a la la land moment here and accidentally award the wrong category at the wrong time or something like that. But yes, the Andy for favorite non-winning contestant, that goes to, congratulations to Vivek Srikrishnan, getting the plurality of votes in this category and picking up the Andy Award, the second annual Andy Award for favorite non-winning contestant. Once again, 61 total ballots were cast, 55 in total, and then 6 more from the Patreon supporters who got extra voting power from their contributions. So congratulations to Vivek. Once again, if you have any questions or comments about anything, not just of the Andy Awards, of anything regarding Jeopardy, I would be happy to answer them. Why not? It's fun. So the 4th category we'll be giving away this evening. I think one of our watchers is quite interested in seeing how he does in this category. Favorite tournament contestant is up next. Your 5 nominees in this category were Kabiri Chakrabarti, Alec Fishthal, Emily LaMonica, Nikki Peters, and Jason Sterlacki. And of course, this category is for anyone who competed in any of the Jeopardy's tournaments over the past year. Oh, Jason Sterlacki, fingers crossed. So we'll see what happens here. Just want to get the right category up again. Once again, this is for favorite tournament contestant. And I'll be putting these graphics up on the website as well, because just in case anyone wants to download them. That way you're not quickly trying to take a screenshot of the video. So the Andy Award for favorite tournament contestant of 2016. Congratulations to Jason Sterlacki. Well done, and congratulations. It's great to get the votes of fans and peers alike. So well done, and of course, Jason will. Assuming they actually decided to air the Tournament of Champions at some point in 2017, Jason may be up to, in fact, repeat his award if he manages to, assuming that Jeopardy actually manages to air a Tournament of Champions in the next calendar year. So that could be interesting if he, in case that happens, he could in fact get the chance to repeat. So moving on, let's see if there are any comments. There we go. A woo from Jason. If you want to type a victory address into the YouTube chat, I will read it out on the broadcast. Once again, you've got, oh, yes, thanks if you voted for me, and if you didn't, that's awesome too. You know, it's an honor to be nominated, and that's exactly right. You know, there are 400 contestants at least every season, every year, calendar year on Jeopardy, and you know, to be, you know, in the top 5, it's a great honor to be nominated, and I would say every single one of these nominees up tonight are certainly worthy of receiving the award, and there is. I mean, on a personal note, I don't even vote because I feel as though I'm kind of too close, and would rather, you know, it be something of the fans and kind of not myself. So moving along to favorite interview. Yes, favorite interview is up next. We're halfway through the 8 awards at this point. This is kind of for the favorite, you know, interview segment of the past calendar year. The five nominees. Your first one was Amelia Hirschberger for her entire body of work, mostly because I couldn't, when I was trying to sift through the nominations, I couldn't, I mean, more than one of her interviews got nominated or got put up for nomination, and I felt as though it wouldn't be fair to try to pit them against each other. So they were both, I would say, all quite excellent, and so the entire body of work went up. The next one, Hannah Norum for her woolly mammoth interview. The third nominee, Margaret Miles, the I'm hopelessly stereotypical. I knit and I pet my cats. Then the Susan Cole Nerdcore interview was the fourth nominee, and the fifth one was Mukund Marathe for his entire body of work in his interviews. And the winner of the Andy Award for Best Interview of 2016. Let me just, there we go. And the Andy goes to Margaret Miles. I'm hopelessly stereotypical. I knit and I pet my cats. Congratulations, and certainly that was a very, very memorable interview. One that certainly got the interwebs in quite, you know, quite on Margaret's side for sure. So that was quite a memorable interview. Congratulations to Margaret for that award. Moving on to the next award, we've got the favorite moment. So the 5 nominees in that category, Nikki Peters beats Sam Deutsch to the Kanye West clue in the college tournament. The second nominee, Philip Tube, that's $19,000 on a daily double. That is in not taking inflation into account, that is the highest amount ever sent on a daily double. Sabrina Duong, What Are Those in Final Jeopardy. The fourth one, the teen tournament final, and Alec Kristall's reaction to losing by $1. And the final nominee, Cindy Stowell's run on Jeopardy in December. And the Andy Award for favorite moment. Let's see here. And the Andy goes to Cindy Stowell's run. Congratulations. That was quite a moment, quite a series of moments in in the late fall, I could say, of 2016, and certainly one that certainly touched and tugged at a lot of heartstrings for sure. Okay, so congratulations. We have a couple more categories to go. We're going to do favorite contestant first, and then favorite episode. I will say the favorite contestant, your 5 nominees in this category were Margaret Miles, Andrew Powell, Cindy Stowell, Philip Tew, and Seth Wilson. And I will say the voting in this one was certainly, it was the largest landslide of any of the 8 categories in the voting this time around. So once again, the Andy Award for 2016 and the favorite contestant. Let's get, once again, let's get the correct envelope on the screen. We don't need the, we don't need to award the wrong thing here. So the Andy Award for favorite contestant goes to Cindy Stowell. Congratulations. And that was of all of the 5 or the 8 categories, this was certainly the largest majority of any of the categories. Well deserved, and certainly a great award for sure. And congratulations. So we've got one more award to give. Yep, Jason has said there's no question that Cindy deserved this one. Also, yep, favorite contestant too. Yep, absolutely. No question about that. I'm just checking to see if anyone's managed to chime in on the hashtag Jeopardy Live panel. Say hi if you're watching, because there's, it's just me on the camera tonight, so certainly a good time. The final category, the traditional final category here for the awards, is the favorite episode. This one kind of the one episode that is generally everyone's, I guess, the favorite of the most people of the past year. Your 5 nominees in this category were April 1st. This was the April Fool's Day episode with 10 Easter eggs in there. The contestants, of course, Todd Gisa, Oliver Bundy, and Milton John. The second nominee, April 15th. This was Andrew Powell's first game, Margaret Miles' second. Margaret Miles versus Andrew Powell versus McKinney Lee Sizemore. The third one, May 9th, I should say. This was the first Teachers Tournament semifinal. Peter Buchholz, Kabiri Chakrabarty, and Nicole Throckmorton. Had a couple of very large daily double wagers from Kabiri. The fourth nominee, May 24th, I believe it was Buzzy Cohen's 7th game. This was the one where he first, started snarking at Trebek a little bit during Final Jeopardy, and kind of started to go viral in that respect. The 3 contestants, Buzzy Cohen, Brian Roberts, and Victor Samo. And then the final nominee was the December 13th game, Tim Ayton's final game, Cindy Stowell's first. Tim Ayton, Garrett Levenbrook, and Cindy Stowell were your contestants. And so, yes, the Andy Award for favorite episode of 2016. Congratulations to December 13th, 2016, episode number 7422. Tim Ayton, Garrett Levenbrook, and Cindy Stowell. And in case you were wondering, the episode with episode number 7500 is coming up on Friday. So I believe that the show has mentioned a couple of things about it. I'm going to do a little article myself. Fun fact, it is actually not these, while it is the episode that is numbered 7500, it is not actually the 7500th game taped, nor is it the actual 7500th game of Jeopardy in full either. There have been, of course, the 4000th episode, quote-unquote, clip show. There was no game in that one. There was also the Watson game was, of course, 2 games in 3 episodes as well. And a fun fact, all the way back in season 1, because a lot of affiliates didn't pick up the first season of Jeopardy for a while, they actually repackaged some reruns in season 1 and gave them new episode numbers. So there are some episodes in season 1 which have double-counted episode numbers. So if you look at it this way, Friday's game won't be 7500. It will actually be 7435. But I'll write up an article a little bit in more detail about that at some point during this week. I'm curious now to Alex Epstein. He said the only one that surprised him was Vivek for the favorite losing contestant. I'm wondering if he had a more favorite, certainly a more favorite losing contestant. I mean, again, I would say all 5 of the nominees in all of the categories are certainly more than worthy of winning the award. And obviously, unless there's a tie, there's not really, only one of them can win. So, by the way, in case you did join in late, the winners of the 8 categories, once again in favorite celebrity, was Louis C.K. Favorite hashtag Jeopardy Live panelist was a tie between Jay Johnson and Jennifer Morrow. Vivek Srikrishnan did win for a favorite non-winning contestant. Jason Sterlacki won for favorite tournament contestant. Margaret Miles won for favorite interview. Cindy Stowell's run was favorite moment. Cindy Stowell was favorite contestant. And December 13th, Cindy Stowell's first game, was the favorite episode of 2016. So I'd like to thank all of you for if you did vote in the awards this year. Thank you very much for doing so. To those of you who tuned in and who tune in regularly, the hashtag Jeopardy Live panel, I really appreciate it. It's certainly nothing without the general fans who watch and leave questions, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. As always, here is the credits. I will be back on next Monday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much. Have a great night.